Are you still cold, Kira?
I'm always cold.
We're lizards.
I'm Frosty the Angry Snowman.
That's my secret captain.
No.
I'm always cold.
And welcome to the JKT Radio Podcast with that. I'm an angry snowman. It's fucking cold, and I come from the land of gumdrops and ice cream.
We found her.
She came back from the balcony mountains miserable and cold.
Yes.
Much like the rest of us.
Full of hatred.
I am not miserable or cold.
Full of hatred for people.
Basically, Black Widow sacrificed herself to bring Kira back from the dead. So instead of me or Kira getting tossed off the balcony, this time it was Scarlett Johansson.
Oh
Well,
my God. Okay.
Great.
Woof.
All right.
Can we trade her in for me, please? Like,
No, you need the Kira.
no.
Can you imagine how weird it would be if it was just 4 random people
And
Scarlett Johansson?
That'd be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Fantastic.
A little bit controversial.
I really want that.
bit.
Now. I really
Okay.
want that now. Someone contact Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Tell her to replace me for one day.
Yeah.
We know you're like the most successful actress alive right now, but do you want to come on to this random
There are YouTube that has,
podcast
like-
in Canada?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, that's fine.
All
it's
right.
not like.
I mean, stranger things have happened.
Yeah, I'm still alive somehow.
Well, we sacrificed a few frogs.
Is anyone truly alive?
Yes,
Yes.
Evan.
Is anybody truly living?
I don't know. I don't have a pulse right now, so it's debatable.
This is weirdly unhinged.
Yeah, this is a weird intro.
Yeah, do you want to talk about some topics here?
I have with me. I'm a dying
Oh
goat.
yeah, we didn't actually do.
no, we
intros.
didn't. Yeah.
I have Trevor.
Yeah.
I have Victoria, who's happy.
I am happy.
I've got a frog. His name is Devin.
Oh dear.
And I found Chrissy, who has nice pants.
I have fuzzy pants, and they have skulls.
I like the pants.
They're cozy.
They're warm.
Yes, they. I offered you to let you wear the other ones.
No, I'm wearing too many pairs of pants already.
There's never enough pants.
There is under these jeans.
I wear the pants in this damn relationship.
You wear the pants in this podcast. The rest of us have no pants.
Of course. Only pantsless is the only way we
That's
podcast.
the only way.
Pantless podcast.
Yeah.
That is the way.
We could do that one day.
No, we're not going to do that one day. 'Cause that other-
Only,
No.
only if you're going to be Barnabas about it.
Listen, okay. If people have to wear skirts, everybody has to wear a skirt.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never worn a skirt before,
You've
so
worn
you
a
know.
dress.
He's wearing a dress.
This is true.
I was actually
Same
going to
thing.
full on boxer mode. Not skirts.
Yeah. See, but the thing is that I don't expose myself for nothing.
This is true.
Do you want my phone?
Why do I need your phone?
Oh no, it's the only thing I have. I gave all my
Okay.
money away.
That is true.
Anyway.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only thing I have of value right now is my
Okay.
phone.
I think I just called a sex worker.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right.
It's fine.
So topics.
Topics.
I want to know what you have to say about Anne with an E. 'Cause
Oh,
I
yes.
don't know much about Anne with an E.
Okay,
if
so-
anything.
So for anyone who doesn't know, so Anne with an E is if you have never heard of CBC either, CBC is a one of the major
Canadian Broadcasting Corporation.
Channel.
Yeah, it's one of the major news channels in Canada, and it doesn't just cover news. It has like TV shows and radio and podcasts and all that stuff. So they did an adaptation of Anne of Green Gables called Anne with an E. It's been on for about 3 seasons now. It's CBC's partnered with Netflix, and so right now it isn't set to air on Netflix until January, so like the new year. So it's only aired in Canada right now on CBC. And what happened is the day after the third season finale aired, before it even aired on Netflix, they canceled it.
Oh.
And they actually didn't give a reason why, and still haven't given a reason why. Fans were in an uproar about that because like awesome stuff finally happened, but there was so much story unresolved, and even like
Well, there's like 9 books or something like that in the series.
yeah. So like. It's been a few days now. Like the day that it was announced it was canceled, like fans took over Twitter and it became the #1 trending topic in the world. It was called like Renew Anne with an E season 4 because it canceled after season 3. Again, no reason
Long
why.
hashtag.
Neither CBC nor Netflix has come out with a statement as to why the reason. The creators would like to do a lot more, but so now because of like the whole thing, and like fans are still upset and they're still like on they're active on Twitter about it. the creator, I can't remember her name. Her name was like Moira or something. She still like is interested in doing like a movie about it, but like it pissed me off. Like the day after the third like season finale came out, they just canceled it.
I feel like this is more like a marketing thing because they knew how much of an uproar there would be.
No, they didn't. I don't think so. Like, again, it hasn't even aired on Netflix yet. I don't think it's like, why would you say that they're going to cancel it and they still haven't even said they're going to renew it? So
Well, because I mean, if you think about it, Anne with an E or like Anne and Green Gables in general, it's like a classic Canadian story.
in Canada, yeah, not in the rest of the world.
Well, no, but that's the thing is like if like I could see them using this as like a way of making a bit of a statement about it to bring more notice to it, to get it into the rest of the world.
Kind of like with Brooklyn Nine-Nine, what happened there?
Well,
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is a little bit more international. I mean, like I have a French friend who loved Anne with an E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but like I mean, it's
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, that's the only logical
this
explanation.
wasn't huge news either, though. It's only if you knew about it that you knew it would be canceled.
Yeah, because it's like I'd heard of the show. I don't know many people
Exactly.
who had like watched
so
it.
if you didn't watch it before, then you're not going to care about it now if it got canceled. So it's not really a marketing scheme, I don't think.
No, but I mean, if there's a big uproar about it, it's like, well, somebody...
Again, it was only basically of the fans who created an uproar. No one else really cared, unfortunately. But so I'm still wondering why they canceled it again. There has been no news from either like CBC or Netflix as to why it got canceled.
Yeah, no, that's
Well,
weird.
So it's very strange.
Netflix has a history of just randomly canceling stuff for no real reason, like with like all 4 of the Marvel shows that they did on there,
What?
because they had Daredevil,
Oh,
Jessica
yeah.
Jones, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist.
Yeah.
The only one really worth watching, honestly, was Daredevil. But
Well, maybe they canceled it because of the ratings. You said not even worthwhile.
well, the thing is, the other 3 weren't popular. Daredevil was one of the most popular Netflix
Yeah.
shows, though. Like,
I
it
mean-
had a huge following.
Had they said no reason as to why they canceled it?
Nope. I mean,
Interesting.
I get the feeling with at least with the because it's like in the span of like a week, all 4 of the the Netflix Marvel shows just went down. Like first
I mean-
it was Daredevil, then
But isn't
Iron
that-
Fist.
This
Luke
wasn't
Cage,
really
then Jessica
Netflix
Jones.
canceling it though, because CBC is the one that produces it.
true,
So
yeah.
I think it's CBC that decided to do it.
Oh yeah,
They
because you were
haven't come up
saying the
with a
third
reason
season
why.
hadn't even gone on to Netflix yet.
No,
So,
yeah, because it's created in Canada. Obviously, PEI is where it's filmed.
yeah.
Netflix
written.
is the one that airs it in the States. So, and then in Canada, it's aired usually by CBC.
And plus, I feel like the Marvel thing is a bit different because I feel like they were just preparing for Disney Plus with that one.
Probably,
Yeah,
Like
probably.
this isn't going on Disney Plus or anything like that.
No,
So
I don't know. That's weird.
I know, like I'm still waiting. I want to at least hear a reason as to why it got canceled. Because again, like people are still upset. I'm still upset. And again, like when it airs on Netflix in January, people are gonna be like, again, like, hey, like you canceled this before, like even aired like globally. So what's going on?
I wonder if it was just maybe like low views or something.
Ratings wise, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
Is there
I mean,
much of it like a? Well, you're saying like if there hasn't been much of an, like people don't really know about it or like
well,
people
not
don't
that
really-
I'm aware of. Like again, like CBC. Like again, like unfortunately with Canadian media, it's not really very popular beyond Canada.
Unfortunately,
so,
no.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
really hard.
a lot of TV shows and movies that are Canadian, they're not popular beyond Canadian borders.
like Bon
so.
Cop, Bad Cop.
I've never even heard of
It's
that.
a
so.
really
Oh,
funny cop movie.
Yeah, so I mean, but it's kind of annoying to me because I mean, there's Murdoch Mysteries, which was very popular
Oh, yeah, I
in
remember
Canada,
that
created
one.
by CBC Heartland, and like
I
they've
remember Heartland.
they've created like it's both of them have been like
Those shows
over
have had
10
legs.
seasons. Over,
Yeah, I really
Murdoch
I
Mysteries
liked.
is still around. Heartland is still around.
What
like,
was another one? Maybe it was still Murdoch Mystery.
Yeah,
I know
like,
there was
I mean, I
another.
enjoy both those, but to me, Anne with an E is kind of a bit like better than both.
So Netflix and CBC both agreed that season 3 would be the end, and they put it out in a letter. I believe this is
But
last
why
week.
would it be the end?
It wasn't hit. TV writer Bill, I can't pronounce his French name,
What is? Let me see.
pointed out on his website that the series hadn't been hitting ratings for CBC, averaging whatever numbers.
I mean, they like at least for 2 full days after it got canceled, they didn't come out with a reason why. So that's I don't
There's a lot of words in this article.
know. Okay.
I'm only reading bits.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, it just like it really sucks because like lots of fans love it, and again there was an uproar, and like people like I have a Twitter account. I had literally never posted anything on my Twitter in the 2 years that I've had the account for. This, I like went on Twitter for and like used the hashtag and stuff, and then like
You felt it was time.
yes, and like people were like tagging Netflix and CBC, and like someone even tagged CBC and like you're aware that like we're not gonna stop like spamming you until you renew the show for season 4, and they like actually replied to that, which one of those tweets and like yes, we are very aware. Like, and still nothing's happened. So, and this is only going to become more prevalent as well when January hits and it comes on Netflix.
And there's all these people who are on Netflix being like, "Oh, when's the next season coming out?" Lol.
Exactly. So, I don't know. Like, low ratings, my ass.
Maybe
like,
this is just some like elaborate scheme from Disney. Maybe they're buying it, and this is their way of introducing Anne to the MCU.
That's not,
It's
What?
It's a joke.
I'm joking.
I know you are about an absurd joke.
Could you imagine though?
God.
She'd be the most powerful. She'd be the next Squirrel Girl.
She would like kick Captain Marvel's ass.
She's the next Squirrel Girl.
She would grab that like board that she hits that dude over the head with in the first book, and she would just like
It's Gilbert. Her love
Gilbert.
interest. Yeah.
Yes.
Gilbert Blythe.
Yes, thank you. That's literally the only thing I remember from the books.
Like, just low ratings, that's like such a ridiculous excuse, because
It's a
not
reason
really.
a lot of shows get canceled, though. Unfortunately, is
No
just if the
ratings.
viewership isn't there.
I know, but I mean, like CBC, I don't think that airs in any other country. So
Yeah, but
wait till Netflix comes like out with it.
Well, that's the thing though, is that they have to justify how much money they spend versus.
I think Netflix was the one that funded it. It was CBC that aired it and produced it, but Netflix funded it, and
Actually,
it
I
hasn't even
think-
aired on Netflix.
I think CBC would be funding it, but they're selling the what's the term I'm looking for? The
rights?
non-Canadian
Right.
screening rights to Netflix.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, like last year for season 2, it aired on Netflix, American Netflix, before it even came to Canada yet. And everyone was like, what the fuck? Like, this is a TV show, like, created in Canada by the Canadian author and stuff, and it's airing in Netflix before, in the States and stuff. Like, I don't know. I just think it's, like, it's really unfortunate that they canceled it. I think they should definitely renew it for season 4, because, again, it hasn't even come out, like, globally yet, and they've already canceled.
I don't know.
We'll put it on we'll put it next to Firefly and the great
Just
shows
Okay,
that need to
on
come
the
out.
other shows-
there's a much better
Not
chance
Fire.
for this to get renewed
But,
or at least
yeah.
a movie than that, Devin. So.
Although to be fair, if you guys remember like a way earlier podcast when we were talking about shows that we would bring back that that had incomplete plot lines that we wish they could bring back, now you've got an answer for it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I mean, this was just canceled there, so hopefully they will bring it back.
Maybe.
Like, there's again.
I mean,
like,
they brought back Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
They brought back Full House
Yeah,
for
true.
some ungodly
yeah.
reason.
Fuller
So, I don't
House.
know. Just like CBC and Netflix, like please renew it, because a lot of your fans really, really want it back.
We know you're listening to this random
Right.
podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Are they?
No, they're totally listening.
We got
totally
Scarlett
listening.
Johansson with us. Now you can listen.
But again, like they left a lot of storylines completely like abruptly, like they haven't resolved or anything, and then they thought it was a good idea to like end it season 3. It's like, what is that?
That's what happens to a lot of shows, though, right? Like they cancel them with incomplete plot lines, and then that's just it, and that's where fan fiction comes in.
Yeah,
Yeah, true.
that's where fan fiction comes from.
Yeah, I mean, I've been really binging. Actually, I've been reading a lot of fan fiction
Yeah.
lately.
I'm sorry.
I hyperfixated on something else this time.
Yeah. Well, okay, speaking of TV shows, Dragon Prince season 3.
Yes.
Oh,
Pull the mic away when you do
Wow.
that.
Callum and Rayla, I called it.
Well, I mean, yeah. Did you see that there was an interview though? Actually, you
I
originally
posted
brought it up
yes.
originally.
It was because I looked this up.
also, can I just say,
Yeah.
if you haven't seen season 3 of Dragon
Spoilers.
Prince, we are
spoiler,
spoiling
yeah,
the
sorry.
shit out of it
Sorry,
right
so
now.
complete spoilers. If you have not seen season 3,
We'll
just
probably
kind of pause.
I wonder, like, do you think we could
Oh,
put
I'm
like
sorry,
a?
Kira.
Oh, sorry,
Spoilers for
Kira.
someone who
Oh,
doesn't
never
know.
mind.
That's
We're
your
not
own
gonna-
fault. I don't give a shit.
Wow,
Very smooth.
rude. I'm just gonna cover my ears.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I think we should probably just say go watch it. It's good.
Yeah, let's table this
Really?
till next week.
Yes, we should, because it's not fair to Kira.
It's been out for like several weeks now.
Kira.
The last
It's
episode,
been out for,
the
like,
last
a
episode
week.
came out this week.
It came out on the the
Yes.
entire
It-
series. It
on
came
the
out on the
22nd.
22nd.
All right, well,
So-
okay.
It's only-
Let's table this
It's
for
been
a week.
literally a week, actually, since
I'm
we
s-
watched part
I'm
of it.
safe.
Fine.
Yeah, we're not
Yes,
going to
you're
talk
safe.
about it.
Okay, we're not
Yes.
going to talk
Safe.
about it. Fine.
Just
we
go
will
watch it.
next week,
I'm
though.
safe.
Yeah, you watch it before next week. And because otherwise we will talk about it.
We will, 100%.
I have a lot of editing to do between this week and next week.
Well, then make somebody else do it.
Like who?
Well, you promised to show me.
I did.
There you go.
You have to buy Vegas.
Yeah, you need Vegas.
Or I could just come over.
You still need Vegas.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
One way or the other.
All right.
Still need
so
Vegas.
What's the next topic?
Well, I mean, I was talking about, like, because I've hyper fixated on another thing.
Okay.
Because I finally, not that I don't love Game Grumps still, but I've decided that's not where my brain is going to be now. Now I've been watching a lot of Sandersides.
I don't know who that is.
He was a Viner, was he not?
He was originally a Viner.
I still follow him on Facebook.
He has a Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been watching.
Thomas Sanders, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but I was just, I don't know. I kind of just started rewatching the entire series, and it's really cool because one thing that is actually something that they also recommend in like therapy and stuff like that as well. Is that because like one of his characters is literally anxiety, and like he actually personifies his anxiety. And I don't know, like I find it's a really healthy coping mechanism.
I didn't know that he had like a kind of a series. Like thought it was like just like a bunch of little.
No. Okay, so
skits.
originally they were vines, right? And you had
Yeah.
like those 3-4 characters. There's the prince dude, the teacher dude, the dad
Oh,
character,
alright, yeah.
and then there's the edgelord emo guy.
Okay.
And then there's a series now. It's called the Sander. Well, it's been a series for a couple years now, actually. It's called the Sander Sides.
Yeah.
And like the prince dude represents his like fanciful creativity. Edgy dude is anxiety, of course. Then the dad dude is like his morality and like also his child, like inner child somehow.
No, I get that.
Yeah, it's both like the adult and the child, and then
All right.
the teacher dude is naturally his logic and like reasoning and stuff like that. And there's more characters too, but it's a really cool series. And the one thing I really like is the fact that he does personify his anxiety.
Yeah.
Because and it's like something I've been actually doing myself kind of lately, because if you can like talk about as opposed to like having your anxiety or whatever mental illness you have just inside and letting it consume you, if it's like, for example, say Kira is actually my anxiety.
What?
Hello, Kira. Say Kira is
Welcome
actually
back.
my anxiety, who is like rambling about, the fact that we're all going to die someday and the world is going to collapse and all this other stuff.
It's collapsing right now.
It's a lot easier to calm down another person that might be going off the rails than to let a feeling consume you that you can't get rid of.
Yeah.
I could consume people.
Okay, Barnabas.
I mean, that's besides the point.
Yes.
Actually, that could lead into a good question. If we could all personify our
That's
anxiety.
actually where I was going with this.
That's
How would we,
terrifying.
or like any kind of like mental illness, or like if you wanted to create a character that was like around a factor of yourself, like how would you do that, do you think? And it is silent.
I don't know.
Sorry.
I already gave you my answer, but my answer was, I think, well, what you originally asked me was how I would personify my anxiety. And because it's funny, what I do a lot of the times is I don't necessarily create original characters, but I prescribe my, kind of traits or kind of my inner thoughts and stuff to like other fictional characters. So I always remember my anxiety. There's a specific point on Game of Thrones. It's when Daenerys is on top of the dragon at the end and she's like about to lose her shit
Because the bells.
because of the bells. I'm like, that face, that's my anxiety. That's what my anxiety looks like.
Just before you lose it. Yeah, because I've been really thinking actually lately specifically about, because surprise, surprise, when I try to create my own characters that are like this, oh look, the only one who actually has any form is the anxiety one, because I'm just a bundle of mental illness.
Yeah.
Yay!
Bundle of nerves.
Yeah.
Come join the wagon ride.
Yeah. Well, I figured that, like, because even though people usually prescribe, like, tidiness and perfection, that probably was a really awful sound there. Tidiness and, like, perfectionism to, like, a more logical, cold, analytical character. I'm just like, actually, I feel like that would probably be my anxiety, is that having that perfectionism, because, like, even though I'm a chaotic mess, with the OCD that I'm 99% sure I have, I need things tidy and in a certain order. So, yeah, I'm just like, yeah.
Organized mess.
Oh, yeah. Like, it has to be organized in a way that is, like, I can have a mess if actually it's weird. I can have a mess in my own room, but in other people's places, I'm just like, like Devin,
Like mine.
and his 5 deodorant things.
Why do you have 5 deodorants in your
Because
room?
okay.
I can't argue because I think I also have 5 in my room.
It's not that I use 5 at the same time. It's like I use one and then I'll just kind of keep the case there.
That's
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, because I have to like travel a house to find the place to put them or they get tossed out. So I'm like, well, I could either go on a treasure hunt right now. It would take probably like 2 seconds.
Wow.
Or I could just leave it in there and do it at the time. So that leads to just 5
never doing
used,
it.
Deodorants.
Or, like 10 empty toilet paper rolls on your counter.
Well, to be fair, that's not me. That's my entire family.
Yeah,
Like,
also,
we just don't throw those
Missy
out.
Pants here is guilty of that.
It's because I would like to recycle them, not throw them into the garbage can.
Yeah, but see, you get creative with them sometimes too.
Sorry?
Okay.
Because like she'll line them up on the little ledge beside the sink, or she'll just put the new roll on top of the empty one that's in the holder.
Okay.
Yeah,
but,
see, I'll do that sometimes. Like, I don't mind. My thing is that I don't mind having a couple.
yeah.
like,
Like,
I'll
I don't have more than like 3 ever
Yeah.
on there.
Why?
For me, like, even like in my own room or whatever, like, because I drink energy drinks like nonstop, I'll have like, I think like 4 in there at a time. And then all of a sudden I'm like, Kate, there's too much clutter in here. I need to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And because I can't handle that. And it's like the only way I've been able to cope, and it's not the greatest, and it's actually awful. Basically, if it's a dish, a can, or a bottle, I will remove it and actually do like recycling and stuff like that. If it's like paper or compost or whatever, I don't have the mental health and capacity to do that. I literally just shove it in a bag. And then if I don't have the energy to throw that away when the bag's full at that moment, then I'll make a new bag and I'll remove them when I have the time.
Chrissy, never walk in my bedroom.
I have. It drives me crazy.
I'm so sorry.
But it's okay. I suffer through it for Dumat.
That's not even
And
my
Nebby.
bedroom. That's not even my bedroom yet for Dumont.
Ooh, that's not.
That's my sitting room. That's just my desk.
Oh yeah,
That's
no.
a sitting room?
That's yeah.
You
That's
can sit in there?
yeah. There's one chair.
Yep.
Actually, there's 3 chairs in there.
Wait, no, but I've been in your room because you got all those maps.
Yeah, that's the map wall. Yes, I have a map wall in my bedroom.
As you should.
There's only one real life map on there, and they're all video game maps.
Actually, have you seen the useful charts guy?
Yes, I have
I
seen the
want
useful.
all of
yes, we had this conversation in front of his booth, I believe.
Oh, did we?
Yes.
Yeah. Basically, useful charts is like it's another YouTube channel, but he's got like a bunch of charts that are useful.
Yes.
They've got like stuff for like languages and like royal families and stuff like
Gods. I want the Egyptian and Greek god
that. I want the
ones.
Greek gods.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of cool like things, and they got like I think they probably have some like fantasy stuff as
They
well.
did have a Game of Thrones chart.
I was like, I
bloodline
know
chart.
there's got to be at least a Game of Thrones family chart thing, and I'm just like, I have like such a love
a mighty need.
for. I covet these things. They're so organized. I knocked Sprite all over the floor, and I meant to clean it up, but I didn't get a chance because we were on the podcast.
Oh,
I know. I'm sorry.
someone's an angry boy
fine.
now.
But it was just like, they look so pretty and organized and nice and pretty, and English is hard, but I want all of them.
Yeah, see,
Okay.
because I share a bedroom with my brother, and the map wall is technically on his side of the room. We've run out of space. There is no more
Wall.
space on the map wall.
Roof.
We've gone onto the roof a little bit.
More roof.
Well, because you gotta think, because my roof is there are posters on my roof. Yes, there are posters hanging on my roof,
I believe it.
Normal.
I had that too.
but it's not solid up there, so they'll actually like fall out of the ceiling.
Oh.
Like I've got the few that I have that are still in the roof are actually straight into the 2x4s.
Oh.
I got extra long thumbtacks and drove them into the 2x4s.
Actually, this is probably something that's gonna surprise people, maybe. Like, surprise you guys. I've never had posters before until, like, a couple years ago.
Why?
Well, like, I used to have...
They're expensive.
They're expensive, and also because I've moved around, like, I've I've been to like 9 different schools.
Yeah.
I was moving like every year and a half, every 2 years. I would never settle down, and the posters that I had would get ripped and torn.
Oh, yeah,
there's
that's
no
true,
point.
yeah.
But I do have 2 really cool items.
Okay.
Actually, I think there's 3. There's 2 or 3. They are these. I mean, you're gonna appreciate these more, Trevor. There's no camera. They're like these black light metal tapestries, I guess.
I got a couple of
Fabric or tapestries?
Sorry?
Is it fabric?
It's some sort of fabric-y, vinyl-y texture.
Tapestries?
I don't remember what all of them are. I think there's one that's Led Zeppelin. I think there's an AC/DC. Don't touch my feet. There's an AC/DC one as well. I don't remember if there's another one. But yeah, I'm just like, I've never actually had a black light, and I only ever put them up occasionally because, surprise, surprise, my cat attacks them and tears the corners. But yeah, I've just never had posters because, also because I could just never buy them.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Yeah.
And I kind of like framing posters because I'm just like, otherwise I feel like a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally get
So,
I
that.
mean, like, what for you would you classify as expensive for a poster?
Growing up, I had no money.
Yeah, you gotta think, like, for full-size posters, they're like $10.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't have a job until I was like 18. And I had no spare money ever.
Usually the posters that I had growing up, like, they were just like little mini ones from magazines that I would buy.
I didn't have money for magazines.
No money to buy magazines.
I had like 2 full posters. That was about it. So.
Are those the ones up in your dad's place?
What?
You have a bunch of posters up in your dad's place.
Oh no!
too.
I when I was a teenager, I had my walls at my mom's place covered in posters as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, I
remember
just...
that.
that's the other thing is like I'll see like Devon's room or like Maxine's room as well at her old place. And it's like, it's very clearly like a room you've grown up in.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it's covered in like posters and like little pictures and like some people have like the stars on like those little glow in the dark stars.
Those were cool.
Which
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
wanted, and I think I had them briefly until they stopped working because they were awful and would fall off.
I know.
Yeah.
I have a wall in my room that's literally just fan art
Yeah, I've
from different things.
I swear, one of these days I'm gonna accidentally like rip one of them because
I'd be so sad.
I
if
know
you
I
did.
don't want to. Basically, so because he's got the wall right, and he uses like a cushion for like sitting, and like because he's got the crevice there. I'm not gonna say it. There is.
We've talked about that
Yeah,
crevice on this
yeah.
Have
podcast.
we actually said the word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Devin
crevice of
said it.
garbage or whatever.
yes,
Yeah.
the garbage crevice.
That's what we're
Yes.
gonna call it.
Yeah, we're gonna call it the garbage crevice. But basically, there is that crevice there, and I use the cushion to like hold up when I'm trying to watch TV.
Yeah.
Well, I shift, and
And so does the cushion.
so does the cushion. And so
Along the
sometimes
wall.
it's gonna accidentally bump up against the poster, and I'm so terrified that I'm gonna rip one of the posters.
Oh, yeah,
doing
see, my brother has that problem because his bed's against the map wall. We have a rule that it's basically you have a foot of clearance between where you should be and the map wall.
Yeah.
And the ones we have along the
So
bottom.
you have a crevice as well.
No, it's against my brother's wall.
Oh,
But
there is a crevice
This is
there.
a weird podcast.
it's not my bed.
This is a very unstructured
Sure.
podcast today.
I have an abyss.
That's a crevice.
Terrifying.
No, it's an abyss because
cavern.
I can get my whole fucking body into
It's
it.
a cavern.
It's because my bed's underneath. My bed is
Upgraded
hollow,
Garbage.
so I
crevice.
can fit my whole body in the space between the mattress and the bottom of the bed and just kind of get underneath it. I have bones, I promise.
I
Yeah,
just,
you keep breaking them.
yo, speaking
No,
of
I don't.
breaking them-
No,
No. What is story time with Kira today?
Oh, fuck. So there's several.
We
Wait,
wanna
we
go that
gotta
far
do the
right now?
jingle. We gotta do the jingle.
Time with Kira.
Okay, now let me put this away. There are several stories.
Oh God.
So 2 of them are very, very gross.
That's okay.
Do we want those?
We were talking about the
I mean, to be
garbage
fair, you weren't
crevice.
here last week, so
We're
I
a
feel
little
like we
bit
don't
late.
have to
Yes,
catch up.
I was so concerned of the turning on to edit ASMR podcast. What the fuck happened here?
Wait, what?
It's the first thing you hear when you hit the button. Welcome to the ASMR.
Dude, I forgot about that. I don't.
Yeah, I forgot about
I
that.
never actually listened back to her podcast. I almost clicked on it actually a couple days ago because I saw Kira's face. I'm like, I clicked on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh wait, no, I don't want to actually listen to our own podcast.
I was so concerned.
You should be. This is why you don't leave us alone.
Okay, so we'll start with, we'll go backwards with story time. So I have to wear, I've been sick. I've been really gross. So I can't wear my glasses at work because if I wear them with my face mask, I can't see. They fog up, and it's a choice between partial vision and no vision.
A difficult choice.
It is a difficult choice, but I chose partial vision. So I had my glasses hanging off of my collar, like they normally do when they're not on me and they're not in my hair, because there's a hairnet. I can't put them up there.
And besides which, they'll get lost again.
They'll get lost in the hair. So I went and put them on after work. Walk into the SkyTrain. I was like, man, I'm really sick. My vision's really blurry still. Get home. Like, oh, my glasses are clicking. I must need to tighten the screw. Walk away. Realize, like, oh, fuck. I'm missing an entire lens. This is why my vision's blurry. I'm missing an entire lens. It's gone.
Dear.
Just gone.
Just gone.
Somewhere at work. I bet you it's in the... I think I know where it is.
Is it in a chocolate?
No, I think it's actually in the bin that had all the trays. Because when I was putting the trays away, I hit my glasses. I think it's actually in that bin.
Oh.
That bin is 5 feet by 5 feet by 10 feet.
You're
It's
never
a
getting
very
it
big
back.
bin.
Oh, dear.
It's like it's,
You could fit like
It's
two
gone.
of you in there.
I could fit I've fallen in those bins.
How am I not surprised?
He'd
Well-
become like one of those barrel riders in The Hobbit. Just
Well,
like,
we made a joke saying we could probably fit you in there, and I'm like, I bet you we could, and I kind of just rolled into it. I just kind of grabbed the sides and just went.
you looked at that bin and thought, challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted, and I went in the bin, and then I had to ask for help to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've fallen into garbage cans before. It's really difficult to get out of them.
It's just a cardboard box, really, that we just put trays in. It's not hard to get out of, but I will break it if I try.
The two men are yawning at the same time. We better move on to the next story time.
Oh, no. Okay, so the further we go, the grosser this gets.
Go right
This is
ahead.
fine. This is fine.
So-
We're fine here.
With these
How are
face
you?
masks,
Oh no.
I work in a place of food. I wash my hands, and I'm not allowed to touch my face anymore. I'm sick.
Oh no.
Basically, in 2 to 3 hours that I'm not allowed to touch my face or blow my nose, and I have to sit with this face mask on.
Oh no.
I have pulled it off every day, and it's covered in the original slime. It's called boogers.
Ew.
See what?
It's like that scene in the Dark Crystal series when the Emperor pulls off his mask and it just like his entire face is just
ew.
gone.
If there was-
Yeah, that's essentially what that is.
If
It's
it
just
was me-
sticky and slime. I walked to the
Okay.
bathroom just to pull this off.
I would literally just like go wipe my nose and wash my hands over and over again.
It's across the building.
Fair enough.
It takes like 3 minutes just to walk to the other side of the building.
Fair enough.
Fair.
And I'm just like, I'm dying. I'm already in a corner that's impossible to get to because it's my spot and I don't have a choice. That's my spot.
Mm-hmm.
It's where they put me every time.
You don't move from your spot.
I don't get a choice. They tell me to go back. I come out and they're like, no, go back.
They got tired of Barnabas flirting with people.
Not a good thing.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
now
so-
we're stuck with the Barnabas.
Yeah, we are now stuck. Those were my normal glasses that broke, so we are fucking stuck with the Barnabas glasses. Everyone is now drawn to the Barnabas
We're
glasses.
kind of concerned.
You're screwed.
We're waiting.
You're all
We're not
screwed.
screwed yet. Barnabas
We're
hasn't shown up.
We're all fucked
Not yet.
eventually.
You'll all be fucked.
So,
Soon.
do we have any other topics? I'm just curious.
Oh, it gets worse.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
fine.
There's
It keeps going. This gets worse.
All right.
Hold your horses.
No, I'm
Adam.
just curious.
Also, I do still have
Your one.
one more topic, but
I have one as well.
So, because my face is now a bottle of slime. This is the term we're going through.
That needs to be our
Ew, no.
Nope.
No.
Thumbnail.
No.
our thumbnail. It's just
No.
Kira with the quinn quotations. I have my face of slime.
I have putty that's like slime at home. I can
No.
just stick that on my face. It's green too.
you could. No, let's not gross.
Let's not do
No.
that.
Let's not do that.
No, this is gonna get really gross, and I bet you someone's gonna go run away in a minute. So I inhaled really sharply a while ago, And because I was making a noise, I was gasping and kind of being funny. But in that moment, I had inhaled all of the boogers, and it went straight to the back, and I swallowed it. Whole mouthful of boogers. Just ate it. Yeah, that's my life.
Amazing.
That's my life
so
this
the
week.
Results. Chrissy has contorted herself into a ball.
I'm
Nick was
laughing
fanning
maniacally.
invisible flies, and Devin was chuckling.
I feel like I could be the thumbnail.
Trevor was unaffected.
I was just nodding in improvement.
He's old enough. He's seen.
I've seen.
Seen it all.
He's seen some shit.
I feel like I'm the thumbnail now.
Yeah. Someone take a
Ladies and
photo.
gentlemen, the human contortionist.
Right?
Stop rubbing my pants.
So
Close to what other contortionist?
that's as gross as it got. Like
Dog contortion?
it was just that,
Yeah.
and I kind of like I stopped and I obviously I was like half gagging,
Yeah.
and I kind of like I was like shit. I just that's no.
Okay, anyways, moving
No,
on.
I did walk. I did like I need to go, and they're like,
Oh,
"What?" I'm
that's
like, "I need to go to the bathroom." They're like, "Why?" I'm like,
Don't.
I need to go," and they're like, "Oh, okay."
Don't.
And I walked away, and I did cough it all up again.
That's
Oh.
worse.
At least it all came out.
No, no.
I'd rather it in the toilet than in my throat
Yeah.
and stomach,
Yeah,
man.
no, I don't doubt you.
I am
That's disgusting.
not okay.
I'm not
I
okay
promise.
Well,
So yeah, that was
Okay, we're
That was
done
my
with story
week.
time with Kira now. Thank you.
No more story time with Kira.
We're done for a
Anyway.
long time.
beautiful.
And that's what you missed on Glee.
Oh, okay. Okay, now another topic, please.
Okay, anyways, because this has been on here for a couple weeks now.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'm since we're getting into the Christmas season.
Yes.
Boo.
I'm really excited for like all of the Christmas movies, and like there's so many Hallmark movies on like
Yes.
TV now.
Oh my god, I love
What
Hallmark movies.
is your like favorite
Yeah.
Christmas movie or like tradition?
favorite Christmas movies? Okay, movies. I have Love Actually.
oh,
That's
that's
a
a really
Christmas
good
movie?
movie.
Yes, it
Yes.
is.
Are
Yeah.
you kidding? How is that
Oh,
not
yeah.
a Christmas movie?
That's
That's just a
definitely
I consider that one just a rom-com.
No, that is 100% a Christmas movie.
It takes place during Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
And it says like 12 weeks to Christmas, like whatever. Not 12 weeks, but yeah.
It was a rom-com
I
for
sure as
Christmas.
hell hope that's the main criteria, is that it takes place during Christmas. Otherwise, my movies are gonna be.
Yeah, no. Okay, so
Are you
Love-
gonna pick Die Hard?
I mean, that technically is a Christmas movie. It's kind of been decided. But anyways, so Love Actually, Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon, and The Holiday. Those are
Oh, with
my-
Kate Winslet.
Yes.
That's actually a pretty good
and
one.
Cameron Diaz and stuff. Yeah, that's my favorite. Those are my 3 favorite Christmas movies. And then my favorite traditions. Every year, my family has a Christmas tree decorating party where we all like gather together and stuff, and then like we get the lights on, obviously like decorate the tree and have like food and stuff.
Kira's making faces.
Kira and Trevor having some serious
moments.
conversations here.
How can you tell that someone's a little too excited about the season?
Oh, I miss Christmas.
I like
100%. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
fucking
Victoria
love
is to Christmas to what I am to Halloween.
See,
Yeah.
I fucking love Halloween, but like the moment November 15th hits, I'm like, all Christmas.
Yeah. No, Christmas. 100%.
You say,
yes.
see, with Christmas, I don't enjoy the kind of the stress and the rush that kind of happens to everybody. But the thing is, I don't necessarily get super stressed during the holidays.
I do not get stressed whatsoever. I'm going to
Oh my god!
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
No, like I am in my element when I'm Christmas shopping, and there's so many crowds, and like the Christmas lights are everywhere in the
How
malls,
to tell when
and
you're an
then-
extrovert?
and the Christmas music is blaring. That I am in my element. I am so happy then. I love
You know,
Christmas.
I really enjoy just the general vibe. during
Yeah,
all-
exactly the
during
vibe and like everyone
Christmas.
getting together and like the community with the Christmas spirit again. Like everywhere you go, like there's like the lights up and stuff. Every mall there's like, all I want for Christmas is you playing and
Oh
stuff.
god, I
Mariah
hate that
Carey.
one. I hate that one.
I'd
As
rather
much
have a
as I want to hate
hippopotamus.
that song, I can't.
I like that one.
Exactly.
It's too
And
catchy.
I have warned Trev too because I'm going to make Christmas cookies this year.
Oh, I want
You're
some of
already
those.
hungry.
And
My stomach
The mic
rumbled.
can't hear it, but yeah, his stomach just rumbled.
I'm going to make because this year I've become quite the cook. And I'm going to
I'm
make
proud of you.
established you're a 50s housewife.
I know.
We love you.
So I'm gonna make gingerbread cookies and the sugar cookies, and then I'm just gonna spend an entire day making them, and I'm gonna have Christmas music blaring. I'm gonna start drinking by noon.
does.
Trevor,
Do you want my?
I'm sorry.
Do you want my cookie cutters?
2 questions.
So, I do need cookie cutters. Yes.
I've got dinosaurs and aeroplanes.
Okay,
I
no,
love it.
I need like gingerbread.
No, I make dinosaur gingerbread cookies every year.
No, I don't. No.
No,
Can I have one dinosaur gingerbread cookie?
I'm making them too, so I'll bring
Yeah, 2
dinosaurs for you.
questions.
1, how is drinking at noon different?
I never drink at noon.
I'm teasing.
I don't
See,
care.
because she has to wake up before noon.
Oh, shut up.
Start drinking before noon.
Shut up.
And 2,
Yes.
I know we joke that you are the mom of the group, but can you actually adopt me so I can have cookies? I just want cookies.
Well,
okay?
I mean, I'll make sure that Trev doesn't eat them all.
No, I also make gingerbread cookies. I'll bring some.
Okay.
we will
as
just
well.
have a podcast.
Except
of
mine will be
cookies.
dinosaurs because I always make gingerbread
mine will be actually
dinosaurs.
Christmas themed, so.
I like dinosaurs.
We gotta do a Christmas podcast.
Oh,
Well,
obviously.
I mean,
Oh,
we
God, we do.
probably will.
and I'm just
anyways.
gonna tell you guys, by the way, next time you come here, it will be decked out in Christmas.
I'm surprised it not
Yeah.
already.
Well, no, I do
No,
like
we
to wait until like
haven't gotten
December
our
1st
stuff
at least.
Ah.
It's gotta be December. So Devin, favorite Christmas movies? That was the original question.
was-
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Um,
I'm sorry, I just went on a rant there.
Oh no, that's fair. We haven't really talked about Christmas yet on here. So, but yeah, my Christmas movies. Well, one, Die Hard. I do love that has just become a Christmas movie.
It's not.
It isn't, but it is.
It's this ongoing argument where
Well,
it
here's
is
the
and
thing.
it isn't.
I feel any movie that takes place around Christmas time, it kind of is a Christmas movie.
Hey, I have a
here's the thing,
question for you.
it's
So
because-
is Gremlins a Christmas movie?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
What are you talking? Of course it is.
Oh yeah, 100%. But here's the thing: is I feel like it became a Christmas movie to spite Christmas movies, because that movie, Die Hard, is not a Christmas movie. It's a movie full of like people getting shot and stabbed and like brutally killed, and Alan Rickman going ho ho ho.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I worked very hard on that.
We can tell.
But so I feel like it's just kind of, it's people who don't enjoy typical Christmas movies are like
I guess.
Die Hard. But the thing is, my Christmas criteria for films is really lax. I'm like, does it have snow at any point? I could technically watch it in Christmas. So,
Oh, okay.
The Revenant.
Wow. No, Devin.
Beautiful.
No.
I love it.
Smooth.
No.
I mean, I watched some very strange stuff around Christmas. I watched Akira.
I still need to watch
Really?
that.
That's not a Christmas movie, Devin.
No, it isn't.
None of
but I
these
watched
movies
it
that
at
you
Christmas.
picked
Well, I mean,
Christmas movies.
you can watch any type of movie during Christmas. It doesn't
Yeah,
have
but
to be a
like,
Christmas movie.
no, but like in terms of like actual Christmas movies, yes, Die Hard, and there is a specific version of A Christmas Carol. It's a really old black and white one with Alistair Sim.
Okay.
Yes, I know which one
where
you're
he plays
talking about.
Scrooge. It's my favorite purely because of the one scene at the end where he's seen the error of his ways, and he's like going almost manic, and he scares the shit out of the nurse, like the nanny or the
Yeah, I
nurse
remember
that goes
that.
in, and she like, could you?
She's fixing my ring again.
And she flees down the stairs, and he like runs after her, looking like an absolute like lunatic, and he catches her, and she's like screaming for help, and he's like, no, and he looks at her and he goes,
It's fine.
I'm not mad. And he just messes up his hair and like, he screams at her
Yeah,
just
that's
to
a good
scare
one.
the shit out of her again. I'm like, oh my god, that's me in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Oh.
Come back to me because I'm still trying to remember some of
Okay.
the ones I really love.
So I'm just gonna interrupt here. Sorry, Kira.
Again.
So I actually looked up Love Actually's release date. It was in September.
Yeah, so it's not Christmas movie.
I didn't realize it. Well, because it's still centered around
Well,
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
centered
last
around-
Christmas was in that came out in November. So.
Well, that's technically
Last
still in a wintry kind of Christmas-y area.
I know, but like I mean, like September, like.
I'm also kind of teasing.
I know. Oh, Christmas! It's a British Christmas-themed rom-com.
Christmas themed,
Yes.
not a Christmas movie.
That's
I mean, is there a difference?
the same
That's the
thing.
same
Yeah.
thing.
To me, there's a difference.
It's
What's the
same
difference?
thing.
Like a Christmas movie is like Polar Express,
But it's themed.
Thank you.
So
or
a theme means
Grinch.
Which Grinch?
So is
The
there
ori-
a difference?
the original.
Okay, so Christy, I'm curious here. Is there a
Okay.
difference between a Christmas-themed party and a Christmas party?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Christmas Party is like giving gifts and like all like getting around and like
Actually,
I guess
watching
so.
I can
Christmas
kind
movies.
of see. Yeah, I see
Okay.
what you're saying.
But
yeah.
I mean, like, still, like, if a movie is
It's
Christmas
close enough.
themed, then it's a Christmas movie. If a movie is Halloween themed, it's a Halloween movie. Like,
The only exception I make personally, and I still want to come back to mine because I'm still looking some of the ones I'm looking at. The only one I make an exception for is Nightmare Before Christmas.
that can be both.
Because that's
Yes.
both.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's, I wouldn't necessarily. I kind of don't consider it a Christmas movie, but I also do.
Yeah.
So that's
well, everyone
why I'm
does. Like,
That's why I'm like, it's the only one I make an exception for. Otherwise, none of those actually sound like Christmas.
What about
movies.
Gremlins? Because Gremlins, that was his Christmas gift.
Yeah, true.
yeah,
Fair enough.
like that is.
I don't know.
And
I
also, there's that random monologue where the actress randomly talks about how her father died on Christmas, and
Yeah,
that's why
yeah.
she hates
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, I guess I never actually saw Home Alone, but that one as well.
You've never seen Home Alone?
Oh Jesus.
God,
I
that
never
was
got into it.
that was a peak and a
I
half.
never really. I've only seen.
Have you
Gremlins once.
seen it?
No,
So how can you say you never got into it if you've never seen it?
because I've seen like bits and pieces of it. I just
Well, you
never-
know, like when you watch part of it on TV and you're just like, and you
Yeah.
just change the channel.
for me, I also just grew up with like loving like animated Christmas movies.
Okay.
So I think that's where mine leans more towards. So Kira, do you want to list yours?
I was gonna do Trevor's first.
Oh, okay.
Because mine are obscure.
Brown.
Yeah, Charlie Brown Christmas.
Oh yes.
And we're going into the child's.
Yeah.
Would you let me fucking answer?
I'm sorry.
Fuck's sakes. You've already listed National Lampoon, so I can't fucking say that now.
Yeah, you can.
That
So shut your mouth and let me say it.
could be yours. And it is yours, I know that.
It's not what I was going to say.
Oh,
So let me
sure.
fucking say them.
Sure, it's not.
So yes, it's Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting.
She started it.
To be fair, she did.
Live action Grinch
Yes.
with Jim Carrey.
The Jim Carrey one's
Yes.
good.
I like the Jim Carrey one.
and Elf.
That movie is
Elf?
I love Elf.
actually.
Oh,
is
Elf is
good.
amazing. I love Elf.
So overrated.
I hate Elf.
Yeah, I don't
love
hate
Elf.
it, but it's overrated to
No.
me.
It makes me uncomfortable.
That movie's
How?
great.
I'm sorry. How is Christmas Vacation not one of your favorites? Okay, I'm just gonna say this. He has told me stories of when he would come home or something, and like he could recite Chevy Chase's like rant from heart.
Sack of monkey shit.
How is that not, honey? That is one of your favorite movies.
Okay, fine, but I like those three more.
Yeah, I was never a
Why?
big fan of Elf.
You've
You can give me
never.
a fucking look all you want.
You-
Those are my three.
We have been together for almost 4 years, and you've never once mentioned that to me. How?
That's fun.
Anyways, Kira.
I'm already grumpy enough this week as it is. Do you want to continue the trend?
Okay, I
So I am
Moving
also
on.
I'm also gonna agree with the Jim Carrey Grinch because that
Yes.
No,
that
that is a good movie.
that
yeah.
is
Oh,
honestly one of my
I
favorites.
hate that
Yeah.
movie.
Really?
Really?
Why?
It's terrifying.
Yes.
Good.
Yes, the Grinch is not supposed to be nice looking.
No, I'm not talking about the Grinch. I'm talking about the fucking Who's. They
Yeah.
look awful.
Weirdly,
I think they're fine.
Cindy. Wait, you know what weirds me out? Cindy Lou Who in that is the
Yeah.
girl from Pretty Reckless.
Yes, she is.
Well, she's Taylor Momsen. She was
Yeah.
in One Tree,
Yeah.
not One Tree Hill, on Gossip Girl.
Yeah, but she's also the singer from Pretty
I
Reckless.
don't know
Yeah.
that band, so.
It's a good band.
Yeah. The other two is one's the other two are both cartoons. One's called Annabelle. It's about a
Not the horror movie, right?
no.
Oh no, I know what you're
The
talking
cow.
about. Yes, I
So
love that.
the
I
li-
do, yeah.
Every year Santa gives the animals a voice for Christmas
Yeah.
Day, but Annabelle's a little cow and she gives all of her Christmas's voices to her friend who is mute, who's a human,
Yeah.
so he can speak again. That's a cute one. The other one is really obscure.
Okay.
It's called it's a cartoon. It's not the Noel that's whatever the fuck
Is it
live
like
action.
the stop motion action ones, or?
It's got several bits of animation in it. It is
Okay.
French, actually. It is a
Okay.
French movie. There's an English version that is narrated by Liam Neeson.
I feel
Wow.
like
It used to be on TV
So what is this movie
only
called?
once. Noel.
I feel
Oh,
like I know.
alright.
It used to be on TV every year, and it's not been on for the past
I
3
vaguely
years.
I
remember
feel like I've
something like
seen
this.
that.
Here, I'm gonna tell you one thing. There's a scene where a old man captures reindeer and he sells them on the store shelf.
Yes.
Yes.
I loved that one growing
That's
up.
Noel.
Oh my god.
The buying reindeer and stocks in the store. That's Noel.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was the hottest toy for Christmas.
And wasn't there a part where they cut down a tree or something like that?
Yeah, and the old guy that owned the corporation was actually in love with the sugar plum fairy.
Yeah.
Yep. This is a really weird movie.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that movie in years.
I look for it every year.
I forgot.
It hasn't been on TV for the past 3 years.
It was narrated by Liam Neeson?
In the English version was, yes.
We should watch that one.
You gotta find it. I've been searching every year.
I totally forgot about that one.
I can't find it.
I've never heard of it.
It's called Noel.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want.
Oh my god.
But I will deliver Christmas to you one way or the other.
I used to watch.
Liam Neeson is Santa Claus.
He was because the movie
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer gets kidnapped and is about to be sold as a sex slave, and Santa comes in.
That's another one of my favorites. Is the '90s Rudolph?
Yes.
Yes.
I think it's 64 is when it came out.
No, not the claymation one.
Oh, I like that one.
The animated one with the fairies, that Aurora
I
fairies.
don't remember that one.
Oh, I don't remember
Are
that
you
one.
sure it was Liam Neeson?
I'm pretty sure it's Liam Neeson.
I've just looked through his filmography and there's nothing on there that's he was in a movie called Noel.
We'll have to look for it later. For me though, mine was because I really like the Polar Express, even though it's terrifying the animation.
See, the Polar Express, I like it.
I always got so pissed off with that movie.
Why?
They're
Because
not
that one fucking
kid.
Amy.
Yeah, him.
I hate that.
No,
The kid that's become a meme.
Literally, that one voice ruined that
Yeah.
entire movie for me.
Yeah, but the Polar Express, I like it. I don't again, I think it's a little bit overrated. Like Elf, I'm sorry, honey.
I saw it in the theaters as
I
it
got
was
you
one
back.
of the
Amazing.
early. It was like one of the first movies I saw in theaters, and I saw it in school.
Oh,
It's a field.
sorry, it wasn't Liam Neeson. It's Leslie Nielsen.
Two
Dyslexia.
Yeah.
Dyslexia.
actors.
Dyslexia is not your friend.
You put the sexy in dyslexia.
I did.
Surely you can't be serious. I am serious.
I call it a movie.
Surely.
I call it a movie, but it's supposedly only a 22-minute short.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I also really like the anime. I like the Jim Carrey Grinch, but I actually prefer the animated one, the original one.
The original.
that's a good
That's
one.
fair.
The claymation Rudolph. Also,
I love
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
and I don't remember what one of them is, or I don't remember if it's the same one. There's that one where you see, I think it's Santa Claus is coming to town.
Okay.
Where you're literally, it's with the baby Santa given to the elves, and you watch him grow up and stuff like that.
I believe that's called Christopher.
Yeah, it's the Kris Kringle guy.
Yeah, Kris Kringle.
Oh,
I think it's actually called Kris
I love
Kringle.
that one too.
And then there was
Yeah.
another one, and I don't remember. I think it's A Year Without Santa,
Okay.
but it's the with Heat Miser and Cold Miser.
Oh yeah.
I think that's A Year Without
I
Santa.
think I know that one too.
But yeah, those were mine. And I also I just really like Christmas baking, and I really want to make some toffee or not toffee. Oh yeah, no, I think it is fudge.
Fudge.
Okay.
You want fudge? I found the Rudolph I was talking about.
Yeah.
And the reason this movie, I loved it so much. So the bad guy was the queen, the ice queen.
Elsa.
No. Whoopi Goldberg.
Sorry.
Wow.
Whoopi Goldberg was the ice queen. It was fantastic.
Oh, also Nightmare Before Christmas. Even though,
Well, yeah, it's the greatest.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I've
We-
actually never seen it.
You've never seen it?
Nope.
we need to watch
Wow.
it.
What?
Yeah.
And you need to watch, what was the movie that
Home
you...
Alone.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Well, probably no. It's gonna be too late before.
Yeah, no,
after
it's too
this.
late today.
No,
yeah.
please.
Right.
I want to live.
I'm actually just kind of thinking of a piggyback off of your question. What is the worst thing what is the worst piece of media that you could give a Christmas special to? Because I'm just thinking of the Star Wars holiday special.
Oh, dear.
Like
Oh,
what
I don't know.
what thing exists out there that you should not give a Christmas special to?
And while we think
totally
of the
should.
answer
Game
to
of
that
Thrones.
question,
I was thinking
Oh
of
my
Game of Thrones.
God,
Could you
yeah.
imagine? Because the thing is, Game of Thrones would almost lend itself perfectly because the whole winter thing,
I hate it.
but it
Thanks.
also would be horrible.
Sorry, what were you gonna say? That?
While we think of an answer to that, let's have a word from our sponsor.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Do you have your script?
Tell me, old man.
I'm gonna amend it a little bit
Oh.
because hey, Christmas is coming.
Ooh.
What better Christmas gift than something that's super comfy and also helps the environment?
Yay.
Yay.
We're gonna continue with the code.
So yeah, of course. But yeah, no. So these shirts, I haven't pulled it up yet. I'm not.
We're
prepared
stalling for time.
Okay, so along with the shirts being extremely soft, they're made from organic cotton and bamboo, and all the efforts, 10% of the profits they get go towards conservation efforts.
I feel like this is the quietest part of the podcast.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to be all lighthearted because
Christmas.
Christmas.
You're
goddamn.
interrupting the
Christmas.
sponsor? Yes, Chrissy.
It's Christmas, god damn it. So get yourselves some comfy clothing and help the environment all at the same time. Go to thegreatnorth.net, use JKT radio code at checkout to get 30% off. I know I'm waving my arms all over the place and nobody can see.
This is pretty.
The arm thing we did.
There we go. Get your environmentally friendly clothing with a discount.
Yes. Get your loved ones some comfy clothes that help the environment. God heckin' damn it.
And good looking clothes. We should establish that they are good.
Yeah,
looking.
they
are.
look
They are
nice.
very
Yes.
good.
And if you spend
Um,
over $75, supposedly there's free shipping worldwide.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go.
It says that on their website right now.
I do have a question here. Okay, so for Elf, because it's such a beloved Christmas movie, I don't have anything
Is
against
it?
it. Yes, it is.
Oh,
It's
people
hugely
love
Love
Elf.
it. People do
Yeah.
ask for it.
No, everyone loves Akira.
I had it on VCR, I think.
I have it on DVD.
Maybe that's what it was.
So like I like it. Again, I think it's so overrated though. So like we have our two Elf lovers here. So please tell me like why you love it so much. Like again, I don't dislike it, but I don't think it's nearly as
You don't understand
funny
the
or
appeal.
original. Like I don't. Yeah, the appeal I don't really get because like it's not like hilarious or anything. So
To us.
yeah, I don't understand it. So what is it about Elf that you love so much?
See, but it is hilarious.
But it's not.
Yeah, well,
But it is though.
I think it just depends on what you find funny. Because the funny thing is, I find Will Ferrell to often be kind of grating, even though I do find him funny sometimes. But here, I actually do think he's really funny. Honestly, and here's the thing. I do really enjoy it. It is nowhere near my favorite Christmas movie.
Yeah, like
But,
like whenever just like it's like almost like in the top 5 of everyone's Christmas list. I'm just like it's not that good of a movie. I mean, it's good, but it's not
Honestly,
amazing.
My favorite part is either the Peter Dinklage scene.
Oh, with the elf?
I think it's also just the fact that it does come at Christmas from a bit more of a
positive outlook,
a positive outlook, but also kind of a
No.
parody.
a parody.
of-
Yeah, like they're parodying.
It's almost a parody of a Christmas
Okay,
movie
yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
like, because again, it's like showing what would happen if you brought like the actual kind of philosophy of the North Pole into the real world.
I
Yeah.
guess so.
And how much it would just like, because he looks at someone with dwarfism is like it's an elf, and he just keeps hammering,
Yeah.
Yeah.
digging his own
Yeah.
I mean,
grave.
it's like nothing. Like it's not against Will Ferrell or anything. Just like people love it. I'm just like, yeah, it's funny. It's a good movie. It just like to me, it's nowhere on the scale of like real classics or anything. And people absolutely are in love with it, and they are head over heels, like just obsessed during Christmas
think
time.
it's
Just like,
also-
what is the appeal?
People also really love cringe humor these days.
Yeah,
And
that's the thing.
that's my
I mean,
big-
this isn't a new movie. It's been around for a long
No.
time. It's not these days. It's really
No, but like,
applicable.
yeah, in general, there's like a lot of appeal though for cringe humor. And I'm just like, that's my big thing, but why I don't like
Oh
it
yeah.
is because I cannot handle the cringe.
For me, it's not like the cringe or anything. It's just like it's not hilariously funny to me. It isn't. It's just like it's a good movie. It's good acting and everything. It's just like it's quite average. I'm sorry. To me, it is.
Actually,
Like,
do you know who directed that movie?
no.
John Favreau. I just realized this now. I'm like, John Favreau directed that.
Oh,
that
that's
man
funny.
would go on to direct Iron Man and basically start the MCU.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a weird.
That is weird, but like, yeah, like no, to me, like Elf, like, I don't have anything against it. Just like the fact that it's so hyped up, that kind of thing. I think like it's overrated, just because I do not understand the appeal for it. Even
Well, I
like the
think
cringe and everything. Like, I
Also,
don't know.
there's a generation of people who grew up with it that are now becoming adults, like kind of people our age.
I guess so.
who
Yeah.
grew up with that movie, because that movie came out in 2003. It's funny. Actually, I'm just realizing I will always have a little bit of a grudge against Elf, even though I do really like it, because when I was a kid, I read a article comparing the two elves that were coming out at the same time. One was Buddy from Elf and the other was Legolas. And they somehow were able to summarize that Buddy from Elf was a better elf than Legolas. I'm like, how fucking dare you?
Wow. I mean,
me-
that's two different kind of elves, though.
Yeah,
So
I think for me as well. Like it would come out every year, and like I also think I had it on VHS. And so, and like we didn't have a lot of movies on VHS, so like
Yeah.
that would be one of the few movies I could just watch. And so I've seen it a lot, and it makes me uncomfortable, like
Okay.
especially like the singing
Yeah.
scene in the bathroom.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
And the just like the over the top, like, and I get it, like Elf coming from North Pole,
yeah.
it's meant to be awkward, but I'm just like, I cannot handle that kind of humor. I walked out of the room in the scene, you know, Happy Feet,
Yes.
where he's pretending to sing, but it's actually the Spanish penguins behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I walk out of the room for that
Yeah.
scene because I get so uncomfortable and can't deal with
Yeah,
it.
I mean, like, to me, it's not the cringe or anything. Just like it's just like
Yeah.
the acting and the storyline, everything is fine, and it's just not as amazing as everyone else thinks it is. And I just generally don't understand how people are so obsessed with it. Yeah.
Well, did you have any, like, because I think like Devin mentioned, but like Trevor, did you have any like?
Yeah.
I like a few, like, I like specific scenes in particular. One that stands out is when they're at the shopping center. Don't settle down. Stay in one spot.
We're talking to the chair.
Yeah, I'm talking to the chair. There's one scene in particular when they're in the shopping center. I think this is when he first shows up, or after he's done redecorating everything, and the manager's like announcing to like everybody else that Santa's coming, and then just that blood curdling scream that he does.
That makes me
It
so
gets me
uncomfortable.
every time.
It makes me
I know
so
him.
uncomfortable.
I know him.
Love it. And then the other one is when they're in the elevator and he slaps all
Yeah.
the buttons and he's like, looks like a Christmas tree.
See, yeah, that I like that scene, but it's the Santa's
Yeah,
coming one.
see,
It
it's
makes
just-
me so
It's
uncomfortable.
just a bunch of little shit like that, and like
Yeah,
as soon as
okay.
the answer is fine, hi, thank you for calling here. What's your favorite color?
I also love the opening where he's sitting on his dad's lap.
Yeah.
And he's like
Yeah.
Oh,
regular
yeah.
size. And
I do like the openings. Basically, I like the opening scene because it's funny to be like how much of a juxtaposition he is.
Yeah,
But like the scenes where he's like in and amongst the real world kind of makes me comfortable.
Oh, fun fact. So, the scene where like Will Ferrell himself is like running around New York City and like saying hi to people. They're actually random strangers.
Oh, God, that makes it
it's
worse.
not part of the movie or anything.
So it's like Billy on the Street.
Yeah, like just like there's a scene where there's like the giant man in the red suit and he's like Santa. That's just a random stranger that he's doing that to. Like
Beautiful.
That makes it
like
so
that
much
entire
worse.
scene just running up to random people in New York City. Those are actually random people, not part of the movie.
Yeah, that makes it even worse for me.
Actually, I'm just realizing I have a kind of a similar thing to you in terms of another Will Ferrell movie that I think is vastly overrated. I don't really like Anchorman.
Me, okay, Devin, no.
Uh-oh.
Okay. You showed that to me and Jade years
Yes.
ago, and you raved about it, and then Jade and I were like, this is kind of really sexist, Devin. Like, what the fuck?
People grow.
Yes.
You thought it was hilarious.
And
when you
now
said it
I
to us.
don't.
I, like, that is the one thing that kind of made me be like, Devin, what the fuck?
Yes, I changed my mind.
I mean, you
it
weren't that much,
happens.
you weren't that much younger. You were like, I don't know, 19, 20?
Yes.
Yeah, but
and
people
I
do
changed
change
my
quite a
mind.
bit.
But like, what made you think it was funny in the first place? Like, I just remember like you raved about that to me and Jade. Then both of us watched it with you, and like Jade and I together were like, this isn't funny. This is extremely sexist. Actually, this is
Okay, first of all, it's not sexist.
It is, Devin.
No, it's really actually not.
Devin, as a man, you cannot say it's not sexist.
I mean, maybe
No,
I can.
Devin, you really kind of can't in that
No,
perspective.
like-
Yeah, maybe I can.
Like, and-
but okay.
I also haven't seen Anchorman, so I can't offer
No,
any opinions.
like
but-
it's yeah, like because it's like
takes place in the 70s.
it takes place in the 70s,
Yes.
and a woman is trying to enter into the news, like the news job, and everyone just treats her like a sex thing, like a sex symbol.
yeah.
Like she's not taken seriously or anything. There's all the men making sex jokes towards her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like actual stuff that happened to women during that time period. And
Yeah.
then, like, you showed us
Yeah.
that movie, and we're like,
Just because
no.
it's accurate for the time period does not make it okay.
Yeah.
But that's a little bit
But
too
you
much
grew. You
controversy.
realize how bad it is.
Yes.
This was also before you went into film, though, like, isn't it?
No,
No,
actually,
he
this
was
was
in
like
university
during.
at this time.
It was like
he was
during.
20, like 19,
Yeah,
20.
it wasn't that long ago. I
Yeah.
also remember because that was the night we stopped watching it because I was like, yeah. And then we started watching Akira, which was like, that was a big tonal shift.
Yeah.
But,
Should we?
We should.
yeah, how much longer do we have?
I think we got like a few minutes left.
Okay.
No, I don't think we have any minutes left.
Oh, are we over time?
I
that
think
it?
I think we're over.
Yeah, because didn't you put on your timer a little bit late, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm just at an hour now, but I know we started like a few
Okay,
minutes.
yeah.
before.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think that's it for our podcast. Welcome to Deadland.
Yeah, we're a little bit weird today.
Yeah.
A little bit weird, a little bit
and
gross.
what
Anchorman
happens-
with Will Ferrell is not a good movie, guys. It's
No.
pretty sexist, and like women actually had to go through what the female. I can't remember the female character.
Is
But,
this what we're going to end it on?
I
this what
I
we're
was
gonna
trying
end
to
it
get
on?
away from that.
All right,
Thanks.
fine.
Really?
Okay, all right.
Is this the hill we're going to die on?
We
Chill
are a
out.
non-controversy. Well, no.
Are you-
That's
no,
a lie.
No,
That's a
that's a
lie.
lie.
I just said Anchorman was overrated. We're going to catch so much shit for that. You have no idea.
So
Maybe.
But I
until
don't
next time, don't die.
Stay grumpy
Stay grumpy.
and happy holidays.
Stay frosty, my friends.
Bye.
Yes.
Why, hello there. Do you like to see chunky boys beating the shit out of skimpy ladies? So do I. Now let me tell you where you can watch this. The JKT Radio Gaming YouTube channel. To find this, go to the JKT Radio Podcast channel. Go to the featured channels on the sidebar. It's literally the only one there. Click it. It's glorious. Lick it if you must. But click it. And then you can watch us play video games all the time. And beat skimpy ladies as the chunkiest boys. Goodbye.